Email attachment analysis. We are done with email headers, so we are moving to the analysis of email attachments. Let's okay, trying to see. Okay, as we discovered by looking at the .html file in a text editor, the email Paul received contains an embedded attachment named ParrotPost action required.html. Based on this file type and the listed content type, this is an HTML file used to create a web page or document that can be viewed in a web browser. You can see content type text/HTML. Let's see. Okay. Content type. Okay. Let's see. This is not for the content type text-HTML. It's best if you see things yourself, right? Some email flyer filters or security systems may be configured to block or quarantine certain file types, such as HTML files. By using alternatives like HTML or SHTM file extensions instead of HTML, attackers may be able to bypass these filters and increase the chances of their email reaching the intended recipient. A .html file is the most common alternative to HTML and is similarly used to represent web pages written in HTML code. What this means is that ordinarily, the security system will filter anything that has .html. However, in order to bypass this, malicious persons use .html or .shtm. I hope you understood that. You may think receiving an HTML document attached to an email is inherently suspicious. While uncommon, there are valid reasons why a legitimate service may do so, such as including interactive forms or dynamic content. For example, secure mail platforms like Cisco's Secure Email Encryption Service may also attach HTML documents to enhance the user experience with advanced features like encryption and authentication. Content transfer encoding. In the attachment metadata section of the .aml file, content transfer encoding is a header that indicates how the attachment's content is encoded. You can see it here. Base64 encodes binary data such as images, audio files, or other content into ASCII characters that can be sent via email or other text-based channels. You will notice a large section of base64 encoded text at the end of the .aml file. This is the encoded contents of the embedded HTML file, which we can extract and manually decode. But typically, attachments can be extracted through any modern email client. The attachment has been extracted and separated from the email to simplify this task. You can find it here or download it. Now, analyzing the file. Since the file is a plain text file, we can also open this hub in Sublime Text. So let's close this and open the file. Okay, this is it here. You right click on it, open with Sublime Text, right? By doing so, we uncover the markup of this web page, which seemingly is another wall of encoded text, as you can see here. Tip: turn on word wrap in Sublime Text under View, go to word wrap. The creator of this file uses encoding to obfuscate the true nature of the web page. Between this and the suspicious file extension, the original sender may have nefarious intentions and is actively trying to evade detection. This HTML document declares a variable called B64, which is set to another long string of seemingly encoded data. Aside from the telling variable name, base64 encoded data typically includes the characters capital letter A to Z, small letter A to Z, 0 to 9, plus, slash, and padding characters equals to. If you see these characters in a string of text, there is a good chance it may be base64 encoded. After declaring the encoded string, the browser will execute the following line of JavaScript. How did it come about that? Let's see. Oh, you can see it here. Okay. Yeah. This is it here. Right? To break down this nested function, the ATOB is a built-in JavaScript function to decode a base64 encoded string. This function passes in the B64 variable that was previously declared as its input. The onEscape function converts any escaped characters in the decoded string into their original form. This is necessary because base64 encoded strings may contain special characters that must be appropriately formatted before being displayed on a web page. The document.write function displays the decoded and onEscape string on a web page where the code is executed. The encoded variable likely contains the actual website content rendered at runtime. Because of this, we will need to go another layer deeper and decode the variable to find out what this web page consists of. Base64 decoding. There are many ways to decode base64 data. We've touched this before. And a very common method is to use CyberChef, which is a powerful web-based application that provides tools for encoding, decoding, analyzing, and manipulating data in various formats. It can be found pre-installed on the attack box. So you navigate to this, or it can be accessed on the internet here. So you have two ways to do that. You can just go to CyberChef. Oh no please. Okay, just type CyberChef. Click on it. Now, to uncover the contents of the B64 variable, copy the entire base64 string, everything between the opening and closing quotation marks, and paste it into the input field of CyberChef. From there, we can select the from base64 operation on the left hand side of the page and drag it into the recipe pane, just like we've been doing. But I'm going to Ctrl A, Ctrl C. I think I will now edit mine here. So I think it's easier for me to edit mine here. Then from base64. We're on the right path. Okay. If successful, you should see the decoded data under the output pane. Copy that entire output and save it as a new HTML file named decodedwebpage.html. Okay, should we just do this? Because if I copy this, I'll be having it on my system. So let's just come here and use the attack box. So you come to let's continue. What encoding scheme is used to obfuscate the web page contents? That's the ATOB, right? Oh, what did I miss? Base64. Yeah, correct. What is the built-in JavaScript function used to decode the web page before writing it to the page? That should be ATOB. What's happening? After the initial base64 decoding, what is the value of the leftover base64 encoded comments? It's actually supposed to come here. Let's refresh this. Okay, so you can just view it in full screen. We are having challenges with the half screen. Okay, not supposed to look like this. Okay, so we paste, we delete this, then scroll all the way and delete this, then you bring from base 64, then you save. Or we ask to save as decoded web page.html. Don't forget the file type is very important. Okay, so now what do? After the initial base 64 decoding, what is the value of the leftover base 64 encoded comments? So let's open this. So I'm guessing there should be, we should have a base 64 encoded comment after this one, right? So we're gonna have to look for that. Okay, maybe we need to open the downloaded file, go to downloads. Okay, I'm not very familiar with this. Downloads, let's see, let's open this. Oh, am I supposed to open this? Okay, okay, open with Sublime Text. We should have another base 64 encoding. So this is looking like it here, right here. You can see equals to is having a mixture of capital forms of alphabet and lowercase, uppercase and lowercase rather. So we copy this, Ctrl C, then we'll bring it back to CyberChef. Okay. Okay. No. What's happening? I don't want a new tab. We've copied that, right? So we just have to come. That's why I don't like using the attack box. It takes time sometimes. Did I close the tab? Okay, let's just come here. Okay, good. So I delete this. Then I Ctrl V here. Oh, good. We have our answer. So we come here. Ctrl V. No. So just a brief explanation. We had questions, right? What encoding scheme is used base 64? The built-in JavaScript function as mentioned in the explanation here for encoding. Then after the initial base 64 decoding, what is the value of the leftover base 64 encoded comments? What they expect you to do is to open the .html file that was provided. You find the attachment rather, then you find the encoded word there. So once you copy it and put it in CyberChef, it gets decoded. After decoding, there's another, you're supposed to go through it and find another base 64 encoded characters there. Once you find those ones, you decode it to get your answer. What this means is that sometimes you need to do more than one decoding to get to your destination. All the best. Bye.